So one of the things I want to talk about is between us is the idea of why this is important from a learner's perspective, because I care very deeply about the learner, and also from a business leadership perspective. I think I'll share it in this way. I think leadership needs to understand that their people have a baseline of skills, right? I think they need to know that. But I think for our leadership, it's hard to identify exactly what data skill set you need in any given perspective. And I think because we don't have a formal definition of, let's say, the data analyst, it makes it really hard to create job roles and job descriptions and have a title. Most data workers, data professionals don't have data analyst in their title, but they're actually performing the work that are across the domains you've identified in the Data Plus objective. So why don't you share a little bit from your ideas on why it's important from the learner perspective, and then also from the business leadership perspective to have a certification like Data Plus?
I think from the perspective of the learner, and we've all been learners. We've all sat in classes throughout our lives, and I hope that I hope that this would ring true. There is such a difference in training and education experiences.
Yeah.
You might, and this ties back to that lack of consistency between job titles and responsibilities. It's similar around program offerings. You might have two programs and maybe they both call themselves data science or they both call themselves data analytics, but then what a learner comes out of that course knowing what to do might be radically different.
Yes.
From learner to learner, like you might sit in a course and I might sit in a course, and what we end up mastering out of that course might be very different depending on many different factors, like what we're individually bringing into that experience. What certification does for a learner is it provides kind of a level set. It says, you know what, these skills are validated. And when as a learner, when I'm talking to a prospective employer, I can say with confidence, these skills, I've proven that I have them in an objective way.